Hello, thank you so much for clicking this video. My name is Kayla and this video is going to be about...
I'm hungry. What's for dinner?
Let's go take a nap.
I will after take a nap.
Does anybody else's life sound like this? Because living in today's world, everything is overwhelming. In my case, I'm married, I have 2 kids and a full-time job. I love those things, but at a certain point, it gets so frustrating that I end up going on autopilot. And then after autopilot, I end up curling up in a ball in the bathroom on the floor. Like, I don't know what to do, and I'm kind of tired of that. But there's one thing that keeps me out of the pit, and that is me realizing that it's actually okay to be in the pit. Because when you're in the pit, you realize that you need Jesus. And we forget that we need Jesus sometimes because we're too busy doing our own thing and running around and trying to get this done and be superwoman. Like, honestly, I don't want to be superwoman. She's too overrated. Superwoman does not get a break. Superwoman does not have time for herself. She has relationship issues, and I feel like that's because she's trying to save the world. Too busy doing all this stuff. Like, it's okay to not be superwoman. It's okay if you don't get all this stuff done. I know we hear that. It's like, oh, look at this mom, look at that mom. But we still hold ourselves to the standard that we see, at least social media portray other women out there crushing it. But really, they're probably in the closet sucking their thumb, like freaking out, not knowing what to do. But for me over here, God is really helping me to let go and accept where I'm at right now as a wife, as a mom, as a worker, somebody who has dreams and goals and wants to see those things grow. And in order to do that, I gotta let perfection go. And I have to roll with each day as it comes. Now, during this time, I like to remember one Bible verse, which is played out, but I mean, when you really dissect what this Bible verse means, it impacts so much. I'm gonna read it.
Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light.
Now, not many people know, but the yoke was something that was designed for certain animals that were carrying heavy loads back then in biblical times. And it was designed to make it easier on them, so that it's, you know, because it's heavy and they're probably like, if I was a cow, I'd collapse on the floor. But thank God for the yoke. And the yoke just helped them. And what they used to do was actually train a younger oxen, let's just say it's an ox, right? Train a younger ox to handle the load of what the older ox can do. And how they would do that was connect the older oxen's yoke to the younger oxen's yoke, and then give that ox, the smaller ox, like a lighter load to help train them and show them how they're supposed to carry this load, how they're supposed to submit to whatever is over them. And I think that's just such a beautiful illustration, because Jesus is that older ox that is helping us and carrying our load. He says, take my yoke upon you. Basically, submit to me, and I will, and your baggage, your load, everything will be lighter because I'm going to carry that. Everybody has a yoke. And whether that's your job, you know, you have a burden, you have a mission, a duty, something to carry at your job, whatever that is. If you're a wife or if you're a mom, you have all these things to carry, right? And that's not just like, oh, I don't want, no, you have it. Whether you don't want a yoke or not, whether you believe in Christ or not, like, you have a yoke upon you. And God is saying, trust me, like, let me take some of that and it will be lighter. If you if you put your yoke together with mine, it will be so much better for you. We have to trust in God. We have to come to him basically like this younger calf, and come to him like a child. A little child is completely dependable and they have nothing to offer. They don't know how to carry a load. They don't know anything. But we come to him and he puts his yoke around ours, and our load becomes lighter. That's if we allow him into those situations, into these overwhelming things, into these tasks of being, you know, at work and things piling up, or being a mom of many kids, even if it's just 2 or 1 and it's overwhelming, like he's there for that. Being a wife, having to do all these, if you're juggling all these like me, like coming home after a full day work and then trying to figure out what to cook for dinner. Quite frankly, cooking what to cook for dinner is probably one of the worst things. And I like to cook, but I just don't know what to cook for dinner tonight. And then whatever I want to cook for dinner tonight, I don't have it. And I'm like sitting there on the couch, just like staring at my phone, looking up recipes. And even though that sounds so like first world problems, and it is, it's just one of those things that just stresses me out. And then on top of that, my kids are asking for a snack like every 5 seconds. And that is another beautiful blessing. I love my children, but it gets overwhelming. Have your devotional times. Like having that time with the Lord really does refresh. It really does refresh. It says that if you're planted by the stream, like you will grow, you will bear fruit in its due season. I want to be that kind of person. I want to be a mom who bears fruit for her kids to eat and it's sweet. I don't want to be a crazy mom all the time, because that's what I am. I'm a crazy mom, but God is helping me. And I want to be a great wife where my husband eats the fruit and it's sweet. You know, everywhere. I want to have good tasting fruit. Okay? And in order for me to do that, I have to realize that I can't do it on my own. And even that's an overstatement. Like, I can't do it at all. And I need him to help me. I need him to show me how to do all these things for his will to be done. So once again, this is an encouraging word for if you're tired and weary. It's okay. That's perfect. Please don't think that there's something wrong with being tired and weary. We're human. We're gonna get there at certain points in our lives. So thank you so much for listening to this video. I hope it was good. I don't know. If you liked it, do give it a thumbs up. And if you don't like it, that's okay. You can give that joint a thumbs down. I am open for whatever criticism, because I'm trying to grow, and I hope you're trying to grow. And I want to grow together. And also, if you guys have any comments or any things that like you want to share about how you guys handle when you're stressed or overwhelmed, please share them, because I'm still learning. And I want to grow together with you guys. So, bye.